Alright, this video will be covering reflexology, which is a fascinating principle within Chinese medicine where the bottom of the foot is actually broken down into a map to represent your different internal organs. So if we communicate with the bottom of the foot using a tool, we can actually talk to your internal organs. It's awesome. So the first thing to know about this chart is you see it's very complicated, but I'm going to teach you how to navigate this. Basically, each organ is on a different part of the bottom of the foot. One thing to know is see how the liver system is over here, but it's not pictured over here? That's not true. They just had to actually separate the map so that you could see a little bit better. So it wasn't as confusing. So when your practitioner tells you to stimulate the liver system on the bottom of your foot, you are going to do it on both sides. That's step one. The next thing to learn is when we're stimulating, you're going to use your tool and go in a nice one-directional, small, focused movement, which I will demonstrate later. So no swirling all around the foot. It's going to be small, purposeful movements. When you're digging around on the bottom of your foot, you might notice there's areas with different texture. Those are what we call crystals, and those actually signify that we have stagnation in whatever the corresponding organ is. So if you're feeling around in this area, and this is the intestines, feel some crystals, that means we have some stagnation to work through. So feel free to play around with that, see what's tender, see where those textured pieces are, and you can use that as a little way to work on it at home. So the technique looks like this. You're going to take your tool, may look like this, may look like this side, and you're going to stimulate on the bottom of the foot. So the first step is going to be to soak your feet in a warm water foot bath for 10 minutes so that when we start this process it's a little bit more smooth. But what you're going to do, for example, I will work on the stomach right here. And what you're going to do is small, deep, one-directional movements. So I'm going in a line across here, then I'll go in a line a little bit lower, and I'll do 1/3 line across here. And what you're going to be looking for is a nice pinkening of the area that you're covering. So maybe when you do reflexology at home, spend 5 to 7 minutes on each foot, depending on how much you have to cover. But again, if this is the stomach area, we're not scraping. It's small, it's focused, because the bottom of the foot, the map is very precise. So when you come to your appointment, the practitioner will give you a map, show you exactly what points Dr. Liu wants you to focus on, and teach you how to find those on the bottom of your foot. But I'll demonstrate one more time for those of you who are following along at home. If this section is the intestines, that's going to take me 3 stripes to get across, because we're going to do that focused application. So I'm going to small, one-directional, and deep. If you've had this done in clinic, there's no doubt about how deep we go. So one line across there. We'll do another line below. I'm feeling them in there today. All right, one more line across, and then we will have thoroughly communicated with these intestines.